What the fuck is going on?
I'm underwater. Look, I found a treasure.
A treasure? That's soap on a rope.
It's a treasure.
Get out of my goddamn scuba gear, you imbecile!
Oh no, the treasure! It went into that underwater cave!
Get out of that toilet! Get out of that toilet!
You saved me from the giant barracuda! But look, I salvaged the treasure. We can live like kings! We can live like kings!
Forget that fucking soap, you clean up this mess, and get your ass out that door looking for a job, you retard.
What's up, everyone? Welcome to another episode of the Salted Coffee Podcast. I am one of your hosts, Brian Koenig. With me is Devon McCann. Munching on those salty chips.
Yep, it's good ass chips.
That's gross.
That was my catchphrase.
You shouldn't eat into
Just
the microphone,
the chip.
man.
Is it loud?
Rude. No, it's not loud.
Oh.
But
Can you hear it, though?
People find it disgusting.
Well, I want people to hear it. That's the thing.
All right.
That's how this works.
And our special guest tonight, Tommy Callan.
Yeah.
Thomas Callan.
Yep.
Okay.
You call me Tom Bomb.
Tom Bomb.
Okay.
What's up?
So?
Paul is working like a chump, so he's not here tonight.
Yep. Working for the man.
Working for the man.
I don't mind it, personally, him not being here.
Hey,
Just
man.
throwing that out there.
He's getting paid, so that's...
So are we.
Yeah,
In Sun Chips.
I know. If I get paid in Sun Chips, that'd be a nice little job. Little job I have on the side.
Yeah, what's up with everyone? What's going on?
Living life.
Nothing much.
Working.
Good talk, guys.
Reading a lot.
What are you reading?
I finished The Martian the other day.
Mm-hmm.
It was just kind of meh. Now I'm reading The Road. That's much better. So
Okay.
I'm enjoying that. I'm about halfway through. So
Did you guys watch any Olympics? You know, kind of going on?
I caught a little bit of kayaking the other afternoon.
Nice.
Yeah. And we came in like fourth. It was like women's kayaking. Why was I watching it? No idea.
Why not? America's competing.
'Cause America.
America.
Fuck yeah.
You know, like... You know, we're in the lead now, I think, right? I think we're in the lead.
Like
in
overall?
Yep,
Golds?
and also, I think, in gold.
Mm.
I think we just had, like, one of our oldest competitors win a gold medal. I think it's
Was it the
women's
skeet
racing.
shooting? Oh, racing.
Women's racing.
Skeet.
Yeah. No, so there was like a 37-year-old woman who was like shooting a shotgun for just skeet shooting. And yeah.
You see the air guns that they have that are like the pistols, and they're all like weird looking. And they have these like glasses they wear with like these blinders and everything, and it's like looks like they're friggin' cyborgs when they're shooting.
RoboCops.
Yeah, they're shooting. I think they're actually technically they're shooting air guns. I think, but it's like it's whatever like the one-handed or one pistol shooting is considered in Olympics.
Okay. Well, anyways,
Yeah.
yeah.
So what do we do here?
So
What is Salted Coffee?
Salted Coffee is a topical podcast. Each of us comes up with a topic, and we discuss it amongst ourselves. Yeah.
Because
Man, I'm not doing good at hosting tonight. It's basically, before we get into the topics,
you know
we
what
have
we should
this
do?
segment called
Beer Blitz.
Beer Blitz,
Yeah.
where we crack open a new beer we haven't tried before or have tried, and try it, taste it, give our thoughts on it.
Yeah, give a nice little critique or recommendation, then we'll rate it with the number of cups. And by we, I mean them.
All right.
So,
To you guys.
which one we want to do? Want to do?
I was gonna why don't you do yours and I'll crack mine, or we're just gonna do one.
I think we should just do one, as is tradition.
It wants you to like hook up, but I don't want to put my information in.
So what are we drinking?
We are drinking Victory Prima Pils
Primo Pilsner.
Pilsner.
Yep, it's they're out of PA. They're kind of like out from west of Philadelphia. You know, a little bit further west than Will Smith lives, but so basically I've been to the brewery before, and it was a great trip, and I had a tasting of all their beers. This one was one in particular, Prima Pilsner. It's their only Pilsner that they have. I think it's like maybe their summer one. And if you ever heard of them before, they're probably from their Golden Monkey Ale or whatever. Got like the Buddha monkey looking on it.
Have you had this variation of their
Yes,
brand before? This isn't new to you.
I've had this before at the brewery
Okay.
on a tasting.
So you're a fan of this brewery and you're repping them.
Okay, yes, why not?
Okay,
We
yeah.
will rep them.
I've had a couple of their beers before. I've had the Summer Love,
Yeah.
and I think I've had another one. I had the Golden Monkey, which I wasn't a fan of.
Yeah, I've been happy because they were never like around here. They never distributed over here. So
Oh, okay. Oh, so you bought them up there and brought them back?
no, they just recently like started coming in.
Oh, okay.
So this was the first time I saw them.
Who's that spooky man?
Oh, it's spooky, man.
No, you're not. You're good.
So
anyways,
do you guys want to take the official Salted Coffee Podcast bottle opener and crack them open?
Here,
Yeah.
why don't you do that?
Hold the bottle into the microphone when you do it,
All right.
just to get that sweet sound. There it is.
Nice.
Fantastic.
All right.
Cheers. Cheers, motherfucker. Not bad. It's very
alright.
like yeah. I think it needs to be a little colder. I let it sit. I let it sit out for a little too long, probably. But it'll be okay.
It's a little hoppy, but not like overpowering.
Yeah,
I'm down with that.
Yeah, it's I think it reminds me a little bit of it's not like a pilsner, like a
Pause.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah,
I'll edit it.
So the pilsner is kind of good. So I mean, I don't know. It's a little crisp, clean. I think it's nice.
So I also am enjoying it so much so that I'm not drinking one.
You're enjoying that Nestle water.
Nestle Pure Life
Yep.
water.
Do you like the logo on the bottle, at least?
Is that a hop?
Yes, that is a hop.
It's a hop. It's very hoppy.
Yep.
They should call it
Looks like
the
a
Golden Easter Bunny.
Looks like a golden avocado to me.
Get it because it's hoppy? Golden Easter Bunny?
It
Yeah,
is.
I tried. I don't do jokes. It's not my thing.
Well, I mean, yo, as long as you give earnest effort and give it a joke, it's always cool.
I'll just, see myself out.
How many coffee cups does this get?
Gotta rate it.
I'm a little like, is that a 5, right?
It's out of 5.
All right, so I'm a little biased, and I would give it a 4 because it's like one of my favorite beers. But I'll taper that with the expectation because I kind of like it so much. So we'll go with like a 3, nice average.
I was gonna go with a 3 also.
Yeah, trying to curb
abstain.
my biases.
I don't have a ruling. I abstain.
Why, Devin? Why aren't you drinking?
So this brings us to our first topic. Me not drinking. So why am I doing it? I don't know. I'm not completely sold on it yet.
Choosing the life of sobriety.
Yeah, choosing
Kind of.
sort of. I feel like I'm pressuring myself into it more than I actually want to do it. So that's something I'm having kind of this internal struggle with. I've been drinking a lot over the last year or so. Obviously, divorce situation, very depressing.
Oh yeah.
Now I'm pretty far removed from that now, but I have other things going on that are equally as depressing, like moving in with my mom, losing that independence. That's not fun. Financial struggles, things of that nature. So I typically drink socially just with friends on weekends, and I don't go crazy. I don't get sick. I don't get hungover. I just like to have fun, and that's it.
Right.
So you're wondering, well, Devin, that sounds all fine and good. So what's the problem? So last weekend I went out with a couple of friends, and one of them forced me to get a ride home. She would not let me drive.
Which is a smart decision.
Which is the smart decision. It was the right thing, and I did get a ride home, and I just went back to the bar the next day and got my car back. Was it a big deal? No, but it did get me thinking about alcoholism, and it's something that runs in my family, and I don't want to be the kind of person that's in denial, and I like thinking I don't have a problem when I actually do, but I also don't want to be so catastrophic and defeatist about it where I think that I can never drink again, but I don't want to create a problem if there isn't one. So I'm trying to look at that from both sides of the coin there. So I'm weighing the pros and cons of the sobriety. Am I going to never drink again? I don't think that's likely. I want to be smarter and more responsible with my drinking when I am drinking. And I believe that I'm capable of doing that. I'm also capable of quitting cold turkey for months on end.
Right. I think a break is a good idea.
Yeah. So I think that's what I'm going to do, is just take a month or two off. I don't know. Like, do I want to set a guideline or a timetable for when I'm ready to return? Do I feel it out and just start drinking randomly in a few weeks? Or do I wait like for a special occasion, like a birthday party or a holiday or New Year's or something, like,
Right.
or wedding or something like that? So what do we think?
So
Like, have you guys ever had this kind of conflict?
yeah. So yeah, your parents are like a little upset. Right?
Not necessarily. My dad isn't bothered by it at all because he's dead.
Yeah. So
But my mom probably is. My mom does not drink. Period.
all right. So they didn't invent Uber. So that is
Yeah,
like
and
one
I've
part
used
to it.
utilized that service.
All
It's
right.
awesome.
So your mom, is this like a one time and your mom get pissed off, or is this like?
Oh, this is a one time.
Okay, so like, my thought is like you did, like, at least I think like was a responsible decision at that point in time by leaving your car
Yeah, I agree.
and then taking a car
It
home.
was the right thing to
Yeah,
do.
I'm just, your mom has the right to be disappointed in those situations, but I feel she also must like realize the fact that you kind of made the right choice at the right time, like, because
Right.
the other option could have had catastrophic results.
Right.
And, I mean, not even like, get in an accident or anything, but like, dude, I have friends that I hang out with that have had DUIs, and like, their lives are fucking just such like kind
Well, I imagine it'd be
of weirdnesses. It's like
difficult
they
to
can't
get to
places.
work.
Yeah, it's
Right.
like, it's like they can only go to work and then back, and like only to specific things and stuff. So like, it's hard for you to hang out with them and everything. So it really puts like a hamper on your life not being able to drive a car.
I mean, even then, that's a temporary thing too. Like license suspensions or for X amount of months, or
yeah.
they'll like install one of those breathalyzer ignition thingies in your
Yeah.
car or whatever, and
I-
fines and all that. Like, I can imagine that is
Well, my concern
difficult.
is that could affect, like, it's like a slope, because, like, if you have trouble getting places, then maybe if you have trouble getting work, that could cause you to lose your job. And then if you, like, lose your job, then you kind of have trouble making payments on bills and bank statements and car payments and things like that. So, like, I don't know. I think that you get a lot of credit with doing the right thing there. That's my side on that.
yeah.
But I do think going sober is a good idea. I like to take breaks from time to time.
Okay.
It's not like every weekend. There are times where it's like, take a couple weekends off, take a break. But, I
So
kind of...
how come you decide to take those breaks? Is it just you just are not in the mood for a few weeks, or is this a
Sometimes I wanna-
conscious decision to remove yourself from it?
It could be anything. Like, I'm busy. I'm doing work stuff, or I gotta travel, or I gotta do some chores, or I'm just hanging out, kind of like taking it easy. 'Cause, like a weekend might be hard one weekend, so then you gotta take one off.
Right.
And sometimes like you gotta like cut back on the money stuff too. Sometimes
That
you
too.
know?
Yeah, I spent like $75 just on beer last weekend.
Yeah, I spent like around $50 on beer tonight, I think. From all this, yeah, because I did buy that bottle, but I don't think I'm gonna drink that bottle tonight, or all of it. I'm hoping not.
Yeah, man, that was also for more than just you too. It's like
Yeah,
Meg
it was
and-
with
yeah.
the plan to make like a frozen drink of some sort, but it may or may not happen. I don't know. Figure it out.
See where the night takes us.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Brian, how about you? Have you ever had this kind of issue with yourself?
No, I'm not a huge drinker to begin with,
Mhm.
but there's times where I'm not in the mood to drink. Sometimes drinking a lot makes me really tired, and
Yeah, I hate that feeling.
the times I
That
do go overboard,
lethargy.
I wind up getting really sick the next day, and I'm just like, why the fuck do I do this?
Yeah,
But-
yeah.
And then I
Yeah,
usually give it
The
like
regret the next
I usually
day,
don't drink for a week and then go back to it again.
Uh,
Yeah, exactly.
I'm at that point where I, for the most part, don't get sick ever from drinking. Like
I
throw
don't
up
either.
sick,
Yeah.
Unless Unless like I
it's just
know
like-
I'm doing something bad during the night, like, and I'll know that it's gonna happen.
If I mix beer and hard alcohol, that's what makes me sick. If I just drink beers all night, I'll be fine. I'll have a hangover, but I won't be like puking my brains
You're
out.
just dehydrated.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine will be eating food, like, and eating lots of it, and like, sometimes like drinking other drinks. Like, it's not necessarily like liquor to me. It's like a lot of sugar.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But as far as I think it's a good idea
Mhm.
just to wait out at least for a month,
Yeah.
just to see what happens,
Yeah.
how you feel.
Yeah.
Both.
Like, I mean, I earlier today, I went to my niece's graduation party, and they had a cooler just filled with all sorts of different, like, there's summer shandies and Miller Lights and all sorts of good stuff. And I did say, like, hey, I'm not going to be drinking today, or maybe for a little while, just
Mhm.
kind of, not sure if I'm eliminating it completely, but I'm just going to think about taking a break. And, like, just being around a group of people who are drunk and drinking, and there's
It's-
free beer right in
it's
front of me all day long.
It's not fun.
So are you saying like if you weren't sober in that situation,
Mhm.
like would you go all out like at
No.
that little thing? All right.
No, I wouldn't have, just because it's a family thing.
Mhm.
And like, I didn't even drive to this. I went with my mom and my grandmother, intentionally, so that I would not be driving in the case that I did drink, which I didn't. Just to kind of have these fail safes for me to prevent myself from being in a situation that could be, disastrous for me. But like, coming from a family of heavy drinkers who all drink a lot all the time.
That Irish in
There,
you.
there was that little bit of pressure where, like, I'm sitting next to my older brother, and I'm watching him drink, and I'm just like, everyone is drinking, everyone is having a good time.
You're just
and
sitting there
I'm
looking
just
at your,
sitting there.
licking
I
your
actually
lips and
I
be
brought
like,
the road with me,
"Mm."
and I was reading it, and just
Oh.
sitting by myself reading while everyone else is drinking, and
I'd try to play a game. They don't.
So, yeah. I considered bringing my Vito with me too, and I left it at home.
Oh no, man! You got to get like a card game going, like play spades or something, or you can play like asshole.
Mm.
I mean those are games that like you can enable the other people drinking, kind of like try to get somebody a little more wasted than you, and watch them kind of crumble and fall. It's a little weird game sometimes you can do, but I don't know, man. So are you concerned that when you drink that if you have like 2 drinks you can't stop yourself afterwards if you have to?
So yeah, that's kind of the thing, is that
'Cause that's kind of what I'm reading into a little bit.
it's to have 2 or 3 beers. Once you get started, then you're on that slippery slope of not wanting to stop because you enjoy the feeling that the alcohol provides you. It's not the taste of the beer so much or anything. It's the, like, I'm a happy drunk. So I like being around my close friends when I'm doing that.
Yeah.
It makes it more fun. It kind of amplifies that feeling of happiness and fun, and all of that fun stuff. So, like when I went out, I went to Applebee's. I had 8 beers in one sitting
Oh shit!
in a span of about. Well, I was there for about 3 hours,
Oh, that's not bad.
and they were like Bud Lights.
Were you planning to do that? Like, was that in the agenda for what that was?
Not really. We were just waiting for our other friend to get off of work, and then we just kind of kept going. It's like when you're at a bar and you're in that environment, and you're they had the Olympics on, and we were watching that, and it's like sports adds an extra dimension of fun to my drinking that I like to have. So like, I'm around people that I like who are cool, and I'm having fun, and I like to drink, and then I'm in a place that facilitates that, obviously, and then with the sports and like everything just kind of congeals together into this like
Temptations are all
awesome
around
Well,
me.
fun environment.
So, like, what I do in those decisions is like when I decide like, all right, if I'm gonna get drunk tonight and like not be able to drive around, I'm going to like commit myself to this idea and that concept. So, if I do end up doing something like where I have to leave my car, I'll take the onus on myself to kind of try to figure it out. And like, did you just ask your mom like kindly to do it? She just did it, and you're like,
Yeah, it was I actually had my brother come get me, and he took me to, because he lives like 2 blocks away from my mom's house. So he came and got me, and then I just told her, I was like, oh, you know, my brother came and got me, so I need you to get me to my car tomorrow. Since he was going to be at work, he wouldn't be able to do it.
I would have tried to get up with him for work, or was that like?
I don't even know. I don't know. I just asked her to do it, and she was willing to do it, but then she complained. She did the guilt tripping thing about the inconveniencing, and I understand that completely. And she's right. I did inconvenience her for sure. But I'm happy I did do the right thing. But the question is, like, had I not been with a friend who suggested that I do the right thing, would I have driven? Probably. Which would have been dumb, of course.
Well, why would you have felt the need to go in the first place? Like for the most part, when I do it, if I do commit to that, I pre-adapt myself and like kind of psych myself out and saying I'm not driving. That's just like how it's gonna work out. And like, you know, if I gotta spend like money on a taxi or whatever, I'm just gonna have to do it. I'm gonna have to eat it. And if that's the case, then next time I want to go out or next time I want to go eat like some nice food or like buy a bunch of candy or something like that, I just say, I can't do that because I spent this money on getting back because, you know, I made that like decision. I don't know. It's like it feels weird because in a sense I think like I'm kind of pseudo punishing myself for doing that, but I don't know. But I do see, like, you know, parents also, like my mom does this a lot, are weird in the fact that they use like the car as like a place to trap you and you cannot leave, so you are engaging in the conversation as you speak.
Right.
And like, you know, you can tell them all you want about it, but they're gonna get their piece out that they want to give.
Yeah.
And you can be like, all right, well, you know, point out that they're kind of doing a dick move, which I do call. I've called her out on that a bit, but you know, it happens. And you know, sometimes you know better, and you're already disappointing yourself. And so when they have that conversation with you, you're already like, you know, all right, well,
it makes it worse.
Yeah. And so you just got to do something later on to make up for it, is what my thought is. So, what I would suggest to you is doing something nice for your mom.
Are you suggesting what I think you're suggesting? Because that might be a little too intimate.
No, I mean like
nice
do
massage.
chores unsolicited, or buy something that's like essential or that she likes, that she wants to need. Like, so
Buy her an Alex Rodriguez jersey.
yeah, she's a A-Rod fan, I guess. Do that.
No, she's just a Yankee fan. I don't know how she feels about A-Rod.
Get her like a
Dildo.
Mariano
The
Rivera.
A-Rod dildo.
Get her
dildo.
get her
Do they have A-Rod
Mariano
dildos like
Rivera.
molded after?
Just the A-Rod.
It's like in the shape of yeah.
What about
That's a great name.
you get her?
It's shaped like a baseball bat.
What about a Bernie? Would she like a Bernie Williams one, or was she not a fan in like the '90s and 2000s?
She liked Derek Jeter was probably her favorite.
Derek
Yankee.
Jeter. Everybody loves Derek Jeter, though. Come on. Even people who don't even like the Yankees like Derek Jeter.
Yeah.
Except that dude has
I'm
straight
guilty too.
banged so many women, apparently. That dude.
Derek
You heard
Jeter?
this- Yeah, I heard stories where he like just bangs chicks and then like he leaves and the butler's there and they give him a gift basket of things and they have a car waiting for like the woman. or
That sounds like a
something.
sweet deal.
Dude, I was like, that sounds great. Apparently, sometimes he has parties, and he takes people's, like, phones away at the beginnings of the party, so nobody can social media him.
Oh.
Oh, that's,
It also forces people to talk to each other.
yeah,
Yeah.
it does. It's a great little excuse so people don't friggin', you know, see you doing some banging or something.
Yeah, it's true.
But look,
Yeah,
I
that
caught
Derek
A-Rod
Jeter
banging
sex
this
tape.
hot chick.
But anyways,
Sorry.
Send that to TMZ. Get so much money. Oh, there's a random pretzel in there.
yeah, there were some pretzels at the top of that
That's
when I
amazing.
opened the bag this morning.
Does Sun Chips do Sun Pretzels too?
Maybe.
Not yet.
I think people just put them in there.
Yeah.
Just to be funny or to make my day.
Yeah, they're from, like, a party last Friday we had.
Oh, okay.
So, we just, you know, party ended.
So I just
and we
made
had
out with
leftover
like 30 people.
food. Maybe. If they all kissed
So
that
many
one
hands.
pretzel.
So many hands have been in this bag.
Oh no, they weren't in that. So what they were was they were actually dumped out, put in a bowl, and they were left out, and then they were put back from the bowl. So maybe,
Oh, I see.
or it might be that was only a half poured bag, or somebody could have brought it and then opened it and just like left it open because
I like the idea that the Sun Chip factory, there was just some disgruntled worker there. Was like, screw that guy. I'm going to put a pretzel in his Sun Chip bag.
It's like the.
That's more of a treat than a.
I know for me it
disappointment,
is,
though.
but
Come on, the onion ring and the French fries. Everybody likes that.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Everybody. Come on.
Anyways,
Yeah. So the conclusion is, take a break.
chill out.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever your vice
Have a
is.
Kit
Every
Kat.
now and
No
then.
more benders.
Yeah.
No one
So anyways,
I think I'll take that advice.
our next topic.
Yeah.
Who wants to go? With me or
You know what? I'll go.
Okay.
We'll leave the easier topic for the end, I guess. So I'm going to talk about. I'd like to talk about wedding. You know, I just went to one. It was fun. I know that somebody has one coming up soon.
next year?
Yeah.
Sorry.
June of next year. Everyone's invited.
Congratulations. I'll be there.
Yep. So I'm going to that one too, and I'm going to another one, and then another one, and so there's going to be a few. They're fun though. I like them.
All right, next topic. No.
So, I don't know. So, I just brought it because, you know, I was thinking they're probably one of the best parties you can ever go to. I'm not even kidding.
Mhm.
You know, I don't feel bad about straight up just embarrassing myself entirely by dancing like a
point.
giant idiot and just singing the songs that I can barely sing.
Is that what you did at the this
Oh,
past
yes,
wedding?
for sure. We did a friggin' so everybody like made like that column and everybody does like a dance up the line, and I was just like, you know, let's do a little happy dance, you know, and people were doing like, you know, cooler things like splits and spins and stuff like that, but I was just
Did
like,
they do YMCA
no,
or Limbo?
we did
Chicken dance.
a
Square
lot of
dancing.
It's a lot of Bon Jovi because you know we're from
Oh,
Jersey.
of course. Living on a prayer.
Live,
And, like,
live on a prayer, yeah.
and they played Sweet Caroline.
Yep, Sweet Caroline. Oh, oh, oh. Come on, everyone loves that song. Little Jimmy Buffett was there too. I think he's actually coming.
Little Jimmy Buffett?
Wasted again in Margarita.
little person
like-
form? Like Jimmy Buffett?
No, I meant like there's little like
The
there's
Jimmy
little,
Buffett?
I meant like there's little like as in like there was a couple songs little maybe I don't know. The
Oh, I thought you
terminology
meant there
is
was like a midget version of him there
Oh.
playing the
Oh,
song.
no,
God.
no.
I'd
I
pay
would've-
good money to see that.
Yeah, I would too. Oh, there was though those midget kiss that came through to Asbury Park.
Midget
Yep,
Kiss?
midget kiss.
Oh, yeah,
were
I've heard
at the
about
House
them.
of Independence, and it was they were just literally kiss and midgets, and they were little people. Sorry, because that's an offensive term. But
Yeah, fuck
I'm not
it.
bothered by
yeah,
it.
you know, well, Peter Dinklage is an important person
That is true.
now. Okay.
Who's an important person?
Oh,
Peter
The
Dinklage.
Dinklage. Oh,
The
okay.
Dinklage.
Tyrion Lannister.
Dinklebot.
Or the bad guy from Underdog.
What?
Yeah,
The,
Underdog.
the fucking cartoon character?
No, there's a live action version of
Well,
it.
Wasn't Underdog like Hanna-Barbera? Is the
Yeah,
dude
he's
with
like the
droopy
superhero
face,
dog.
right?
Yep.
Oh, never mind. I'm thinking of something
It's
else.
like a live action version with a seat.
he was in that?
Yep.
I never saw it, so.
The dog that played Underdog was the same dog that played Airbud.
He was with one of the brothers that are in all of the Smith films.
Snuff films?
Smith.
Oh.
Like Will Smith?
No, like the dude that did Clerks and Mallrats.
Oh, Kevin
Sorry,
Smith.
Kevin Smith. Like, what are the two brothers that are in like a lot of his films? Not the Wilsons, right? Yeah, they are the Wilsons.
I have no idea what we're talking
Whatever.
about
All right,
right
so
now.
sorry, we got off topic here. We're getting back to weddings. I don't know why we went off. On
I know,
tangent.
like Brian O'Halloran is like the one of the clerks, right?
I think Owen and Luke Wilson were in one of those movies.
Oh.
Like in Mallrats, as like one of the
It was
Jared Leto.
yeah.
Luke Wilson.
Yeah, Luke Wilson.
Yeah.
He was in that movie too with Peter Dinklage, Underdog. It's a real dumb movie. It was really went out on theaters. It's just looking at it. It's like Garfield, kind of, you know, with
Tale of Two
With
Kitties.
Bill Murray.
our good buddy Murray, who got tricked into doing it. I guess apparently. All right.
He was
so
drunk.
wedding. So this wedding was the wedding was in East Brunswick. It was a traditional Catholic wedding, which is I think what you might be kind of having.
Yeah, it's in a church, so.
Yep. So,
Yep.
you know what? It's other than that service, it's no different. It's just that you got to go to church.
How long was it? Just out of curiosity.
About an hour, hour 15 maybe.
Mm.
You know, the procession takes a little time.
Yeah.
They
You gotta
they
get
do
everyone
like
set
the
up.
hand holding, and then they like
The glass breaking.
no, well, not in this religion.
No, I know.
But I did go. My buddy Mitch, I went to that one, the Jewish wedding. They did he had to dance around his wife a few times. They had to jump together over a broomstick or something.
That's weird.
No, I don't know. There were traditions of some of whatever. He's Jewish, and
That's his
whatever
tradition.
That was part of his religion and tradition. So, to each their own with that. But so they do go through things. You got like light candles, and then they like got to say that you guys were once separate, now you're together, and then they go through the regular parts of church. So
Oh, really? You have to sit through the whole like.
Yeah, they do like a homily, and they do like
I'm sorry, Devin.
which is like the,
And I have to
like the
stand
priest talk-
there
yeah.
the whole time.
well, no, you don't.
They'll
you
sit in the front row. Or...
Yeah, and whenever people kneel,
Well,
if you
I-
don't believe in that religion, you can just sit there as long as you're not like.
I'd be respectful. So.
But you can just sit down. You don't have to kneel. I think that in certain churches they'll tell you don't have to kneel since you're not a Christian. You're not required to, or we're not. Well, you're not gonna be a Christian, but you might be a Roman Catholic. I don't know. They did say at this church, they said people who are not of the Roman Catholic faith don't have to kneel and get. And they said
I'll be like pissing in the holy water.
Yeah, they said you don't have to get communion.
I'll be wasted.
Hey man, I mean I don't think they mostly do. I don't think they do alcohol anymore. I don't think you'll be drinking alcohol. No wine.
Before the wedding.
We'll find a way. Believe me.
Oh, we'll make that happen.
in the
we'll make that
hotel
happen.
room, or-
I'll
Yeah, we got
dude,
shit faced.
if
before
anybody
my
make
wedding.
that happen, I'll make that happen. I'll figure that one out.
We did
Because we drank.
ginger ale and
we had Glenlivet before
Glenlivet,
before your wedding.
Yep. Oh, that was good.
Oh,
I was
that was-
buzzed as hell when
Me
I was
too.
standing
Oh,
up there.
so good.
Dude, whatever we're getting, it's going with menthol schnapps, so it smells like it's good old mouthwash.
Menthol schnapps.
Yeah, for the core.
Sounds like
Or
freaking
mint,
Listerine.
Cigarettes.
Mint. We'll get mint. It'll be like Christmas time. When you're
Okay, I could do mint. Spearmint, not pyramid. Peppermint.
Spearmint. Yeah, I like spearmint too.
Freaking hate peppermint.
Oh, but
You joking over
just
there?
Fireballs.
I
cinnamon
So I
mouthwash.
burped and it went through my nose and it burned.
Oh,
Nice. So
you know what's really good? When you're about to throw up, but only a little comes up, and you
Oh, you
swallow
get
it back
the
down,
bubbles. Yeah, nice.
and your throat just burns for like 2 minutes, and you're just chugging water trying to get rid of that taste.
And I have
Love it.
heartburn, so I can definitely make my throat hurt, pretty much, just by poor eating decisions.
So yeah,
So we'll talk about my wedding, I guess.
sure,
Since
why
we're
not?
talking about weddings. So yeah, we got nice and toasty before we went down for the ceremony up in the hotel room.
Nice.
Drinking the Glenlivet, mixing it with some Sprite or whatever, ginger ale. And we didn't really have a crazy ceremony because we're not religious. So we only had like an officiant do it, not a pastor or a priest or something like what you guys will have, whatever they call the Catholic, pulpit dude.
A priest.
Is that yeah? There you go. Pulpit dude. Same thing.
God guy.
Yeah. He chose to not get a wife. He's married to God. Actually, that's what they say about nuns.
But God gives the best head, though. That's why these guys do that.
Oh,
But yeah, I got trashed at my wedding. I remember screaming the lyrics to Enter Sandman we had playing. And like my brother-in-law and sister came, we were all just like fist bumping to that. It's like screaming our asses off. I was basically dry humping my wife on the dance floor in front of everyone.
nice. But you know what?
I did not care.
You're allowed to.
It's
You're
your
allowed
wedding.
to.
The funny thing is that like 2 years after we got married, she complained to me that I treated the whole thing like a party.
It
And I
is
was
a
like,
party.
yeah,
That is?
that's what it is. It's
Yeah.
a party. It's a
celebration
celebration of life and love and communion and
You
being
guys
together.
you guys just came together. That's like you're literally celebrating that. I
Yeah,
don't know.
exactly. So I didn't really understand the argument, but
Hey, man.
Whatever.
yeah,
Let's go to the next
She's
level.
gone now.
right.
Yeah,
in a better place,
Mm-hmm. She has passed on.
so to speak,
We'll honor her memory
by
by
eating,
eating a
sun
sun
chip.
chip.
Oh, the one good thing, one of the coolest things at this wedding that happened was, it's great to see all my friends and friends at it too. That was
That's the
awesome.
best thing.
Yeah, and
Like a wedding of a mutual friend.
Oh yeah, and I went to his bachelor party, so we all had like friends from that, and like I knew a bunch of them from like previous parties.
Did you get a lap dance?
Oh no, we didn't. He didn't want to go to that. We like tried, and he was like, people were pretty adamant about it, and he had,
there's no harm in
I
that.
wouldn't mind going, but
Having a nice rump shaking up on you.
But we just went to Brigantine for that, and we went to the beach and just partied on the beach, drank on the beach, brought a cooler, bought like 20 beers to the beach, just drank on the beach, played horseshoes, fucking two-hand touch, swam in the water, slept on the beach, listened to music, and then
So it was a strip club.
and yeah, a little bit.
See,
There were some pretty good-looking girls there. And then, dude, we just went back. We'd grill up some food. Dogs, burgers. We had clams and shrimp. We did. We had tuna steaks. That was good too. And drinking more. And drank more. And we just drank the whole fucking weekend. It was unreal. We went to Tropicana, Damn Good Sports Bar, all that stuff. We went to a bar at the pier.
Mhm.
It's pretty cool. And we had Ming the bus driver.
Oh, good old Ming.
He'll get you there in a minute.
Sure he did.
Yep.
Yeah.
But all right, this was all getting to the point where that I want to say that at the end of the wedding they had as like a parting gift from the venue. We had I think that the husband the groom and bride gave out like popcorn. Like crazy, like caramel popcorn. Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say to throw at them at the end of the wedding.
No, this is like after
bubbles.
the venue, and then outside the venue had a blacktop out there cooking, and they were cooking pork roll, egg, and cheeses to go on the bus.
Mm.
Wow.
Yeah, I was like, ooh.
I think one of the places we looked at offered that.
Yep, it was
breakfast
English
package.
Manor.
English Manor. Yeah.
Yep,
Oh yeah.
that's where I went. It
All
was awesome. I got to tell you, getting a free pork roll, egg, and cheese at the end of a night of drinking is like
sounds
literally
excellent.
finding like a jewel in the middle of the street.
I found $1 in the grass when I left the gym 2 months ago.
That's sweet.
It's very similar.
Dude, if you ask my brother this one time, I'll tell you. We were down at my grandparents' house in Ventnor, and we were crossing the street, and we had found literally $60 in the street. Like three $20 bills was blowing by, and we just grabbed them and stopped them in the middle as we're crossing the street. And we waited around for a second. No one came to claim after waiting 10, 15 minutes, and so we just left with them. And Cal and family making a cool $60 for nothing.
Nice.
That was pretty.
That'll get you a lap dance or 2 or 3.
Yeah, we were like 4 and 5.
It's like $20 a song.
Bunch
it's
of
a rip off.
We got some ice cream. That's what we got.
So much better.
Dude,
Than
but
lap
as a
dance.
child, ice cream was pretty much the tits.
Indeed.
Yeah,
Still is the tits.
it is pretty good.
Wait,
Except
what's
you
the tits
struggle
on?
with that.
What?
Oh, I was gonna say, you like ice cream?
You like ice cream?
No, I think. He likes
Oh
ice
wait,
cream.
no, I
Brian
got
likes
you.
ice cream. Yeah,
I-
yeah, you get me.
Yeah, now I got you.
Yeah, now you get me.
Innuendo.
It was a very shittily alluded to joke that kind of didn't. Hit
Ice
as
cream
hard.
is a metaphor for boobs.
Yes.
Oh,
Did you
okay.
make milk?
Ice cream scoops. I gotcha.
All right.
I like boobs.
So anyways,
Brian, do you
Yeah.
have anything to say about your wedding?
are you excited?
Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah.
You guys are in my bridal party.
I know.
Paul's my best man.
We're gonna be
Fucker's
so
not
drunk.
here, but
Hey,
He won't show up at the wedding. He'll be like, I gotta work, man.
we gotta make
Pro-
sure.
that wouldn't
Army shit
surprise me.
going on.
Is he officially taking on the planning for the bachelor party, or
Yeah, but I mean, you guys can help him out.
Okay.
Don't leave it all to him
I will not.
Because he won't do it.
because he probably won't do it.
I just want to make sure, like, I don't know, if he's got plans in motion and action, you gotta let me in on.
So basically, I want it in New York.
Okay.
I don't know where, but just
We'll go to your job and just
So
have a party
like,
at your desk.
What are you looking? Are you looking to try and rent a place out for the weekend and just hang out in the city, at a spot?
like a
Or
hotel.
hotel? Yeah, you could do either at a hotel.
I figured
Oh,
we'd do it at a hotel or
Hotel room
something.
parties. Oh, so good.
They are always good. But if we do that, are we gonna stay at one of the nice ones in Manhattan, or are we gonna go to Brooklyn and slum it up a little bit?
Slum it up.
We could go to Brooklyn, maybe.
It's okay. So
Start getting
here's
some
what
quotes.
here's what I'll
Start
say.
planning them now.
Yeah.
I'll try to look, and
It's
the deal is,
definitely cheaper in Brooklyn than Manhattan. So
it's always, but Manhattan, like sometimes things in Brooklyn are like super like scummy looking.
yeah,
But some of them are really great. Some of them are hidden gems.
they're
jewels,
really scummy or
really good.
super hipsterish. So.
I know. I'd rather have the latter though. The
Yeah.
super hipsters. Yeah.
But yeah, so yeah, my wedding is June 16th, 2017. And I just finished our save the dates. I made them myself.
Like you did the artwork, or
I
you
did-
just wrote your name on the bottom?
No, I did the artwork.
Oh, cool.
So basically on the front is
Godzilla.
me and Meg. Damn it,
Same
Devin.
thing.
Me and Meg
Some other kaiju
as-
shit on the back.
God damn it, Devin. It's me and Meg
go ahead. Yeah.
as pop figures.
Okay.
Like so, like I made custom pop figures of me and Meg.
I saw them. Yeah.
So I took photos of them. They're on the front along with the save the date and all the information, bull crap.
Mhm.
The other side is just pictures of us.
Okay.
So
Mm-hmm.
Lovely.
they came out really good, better than I thought.
So but you haven't mailed them out.
No, I
You
no,
you just finished the designing.
they should be printing right now.
Ah.
We should get them any day. So
Cool.
I'm waiting for those,
Awesome.
and then we can start sending those out. I made 200, so we need a minimum.
How many invitees do you have?
We have over 200 now. We need a minimum of 175.
Nice.
Okay. Yeah, because you're gonna get some people that say no, or
Yeah.
that have other shit going on. So
So, are you gonna go up it all a little bit, or are you gonna have like people like waiting in the wing? Do you have wingers? Replacements? People come up off the bench if you need them to.
Maybe.
Okay, just checking.
We're also discussing like plus ones also.
yeah.
So. Yeah, I'm
Well,
excited.
I don't have one
We got a venue.
anymore.
Got a venue and everything. The only thing we need is a DJ and photographer and florist.
I know
Okay.
a DJ.
I know a DJ too.
I know a DJ and a photographer. Probably
How good of a
use
DJ
them.
are
What?
you looking for?
Uh,
I have one who does who goes down and does clubs and bars in like Atlantic City and stuff. He's got like a lot of equipment and stuff.
how much does he charge? Like, I don't want to spend a buttload on it.
Well, like, what's your range? Like 1,000?
I don't even know
700.
what DJs go for. I don't know what's a standard DJ rate
A couple $100 I'm thinking for a night.
per night. Oh,
At least, yeah.
And you got to tip them too.
Yeah.
So that's you might want to tip them an extra 100 or whatever.
yeah.
You kind of have to tip everybody. It sucks.
Yeah. Well, you don't have to tip him really well if he sucks.
Yeah.
So it's
My DJ mispronounced my name. So
you could also
Is it
get a
McCann?
band instead.
I wanted a band. Meg doesn't want a band.
She doesn't
So,
want a band, huh?
Nope.
What if it's like a soul band that's got 3 singers and no?
Nope.
The band at this other wedding.
I've tried.
It had they were playing friggin'
They had a live band.
like Black Eyed Peas, yeah, and stuff like that, and
shit.
friggin', and they're playing classics and all the.
it's the fucking Catalina wine mixer.
Yeah.
Fucking Catalina
You know,
Wine mixer.
I don't know. They had they basically had three
they
singers.
only
They had a
played
woman
80s
singer.
Joel.
Joel.
Yeah, they had a woman singer, a black singer, a white singer, and they had a backup singer. They had 2 backup singers, and the one dude played the guitar. There's a bassist, a pianist, and a drummer, and they just kind of ran it. And they played everything. They played country music. They played like Sugar Hill Gang kind of stuff, like a little bit of rappy stuff. Black Eyed Peas, as I said. Classics. Like Sugar Pie, Honey Bun, all those.
Oh, yeah.
I like all those like
Oldies
classic
and,
oldies. Yeah, I mean,
Coney Island Baby.
well, those are good songs, but I mean, but they're not like something you want to listen to all that the whole time.
The whole night.
But like,
yeah,
throw a couple in the mix throw
for
me
your
off.
grandparents and stuff.
Yeah, that's when everybody gets up dancing, and everybody knows the words to those songs.
Yeah.
So,
And then when the
sing
song is
along.
over, you kick your grandparents out and you get the real shit on.
yeah.
Fuck those
Go
grandparents.
home, Grandma. It's
You
10
can't-
o'clock. It's 10 o'clock at night.
You can't kick
watch your
people-
Fox News and go home.
You gotta be nice, and you can't really kick people out of a party you invited them to. I mean, you can.
Yeah, you can.
You can,
I mean,
but
I mean,
Doesn't
if you're
matter
gonna
for
pay
me.
30 or 40
My
Gs or
grandparents are
whatever,
dead,
you
so.
might as well.
Anyways,
Yeah.
so yeah, it's
Weddings.
coming up
Summer.
soon. I'm starting to feel.
Getting nervous at all, or like? Getting those cold feet.
No, I'm not getting like nervous, but
Well, it's
I
August.
think the
so it's not
planning
cold
of
feet.
it is
It's probably gonna be stressful.
It's a lot.
starting to make me a little anxious. Like we
Hey.
need to
So much
find
stuff, yeah.
like a cake too. We need to go for a cake tasting,
Don't
which
worry,
I'm not.
I will help
That's
you.
fun.
Yeah, I'll
That-
go with
that
you to the
sounds
cake
fun.
tasting if you want. I'll help you out with that.
Right?
I think I could help you out with that one.
There's so many options too, like more than you could ever really imagine.
Oh, the one-
there's-
buttercream.
The
So
one
good.
that we went to.
There's certain places that have a deal with our venue
Mhm.
where
Wow.
we get a deal if we go to them specifically. So we're gonna
Do
go to
that,
those
yeah, definitely
bakeries.
do that.
All right. Or there is. I do know the one that's in what's it called in Princeton that was like on Cake Wars and stuff like that, and Cake Boss and stuff.
Dude, and you have
Meg's
rehearsal
pretty
dinners,
Meg's pretty
too.
set on one. 'Cause she's had cake there and they've been pretty good supposedly.
Okay.
I forget where they're at. They're up near us.
Just if you want to
in
invite
North
me to that
Jersey.
tasting, I wouldn't mind. Ah. Okay.
So,
But
we'll see.
all right, and they're cool with the venue.
Yeah, that's one of the places that has that their
Deal.
deals
Nice.
or whatever. Yeah.
So yeah, you have to take us out to dinner too
Mhm.
for rehearsal.
Yeah.
That's fun.
As far as like,
Where are we going?
don't know. Didn't think about that.
Burger King.
Bonefish Grill.
But I
This is kind of expensive, but yeah. I
like
mean,
that. I like that.
yeah,
I like fresh
you'll pay.
fish.
well technically like my parents are supposed to pay for the
that's true.
rehearsal dinner. So
Um.
as far as honeymoon goes,
We went to like Tuscan House for ours.
yeah, I remember that.
And,
Yeah.
they
You
gave
gotta
us
get a
free
place where you can
bottle
get a
of wine.
party. Yeah. Maggiani's is like a chain restaurant, like it kind of does stuff like that.
Yeah, I've seen them. Yeah.
They're pretty cool. I mean, it's probably gonna be far away though. You gotta find something that's close to where we're all gonna be staying, because so like the wedding party's gonna be there like a day early, so it's gonna be like in Eatontown, Red Bank, Middletown, because like, isn't that where like the hotels are? Sorry.
As far as honeymoon goes, I was thinking like either like Costa Rica or someplace tropical,
Okay.
Punta Cana.
Croatia.
Go to like Fiji or like one of those crazy islands like in India. They're like just like resort islands.
I know. I feel like they're a little too much though,
They are, because like you
because
don't.
they're like
you're just-
it's like private islands almost.
Well, you can go to like a resort, or you can go to like Macau and like Hong Kong, and like go to.
Yeah, I don't know
Uh,
about that, but
I don't know. I'm thinking like always Hawaii,
yeah,
Heads
it's
up on
in
that.
the U.S. So
and it is fucking awesome there. Probably.
I've thought about Hawaii too. Well, we'll see. We're still trying to
Alright,
figure
so
it out.
Hawaii, it's settled.
Yeah, why not?
Hawaii.
Or you can go to the Canary Islands, or like
Where is that?
it's off the coast of Portugal and Africa. It's like where it's like take like Morocco.
Mhm.
And it's like over there. There's like volcanoes on the island and stuff. It's like an archipelago.
The best way
That's-
to die, by the way.
That's yeah,
Volcanoes.
dude. If you're gonna die, yeah, I would accept the death by volcano. That's acceptable.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Way to
So-
go out.
But I'm saying so. It's a cool place because like you can like go snorkeling there, and like the friggin' it's like semi-tropical, and the beaches are probably really cool. And it's also like owned by Portugal, which is kind of like a European nation. So like they kind of have like cool. I think that they're a European nation. I think that I think they got like kind of like cool like shops, kind of a little more trendier,
Mhm.
a little European vibe. So it's not like completely like just touristy town.
Right.
I don't know. Virgin Islands, I heard it's cool too.
Yeah, I heard that too. Yeah. Cool.
Should stay home, save money.
That's what you would do on your,
yeah.
on your next wedding.
Yeah, right.
All right, so weddings are fun. They're great. I'm just saying everybody's got to have fun at them.
Yeah, weddings.
Weddings-
Weddings are a great time.
It-
I'm very much looking forward to yours. Just
Me
the
too.
whole
Me too.
experience of just seeing you guys be happy and having, of course, a huge ass party
Hmm.
and
The more I'm thinking
bachelor
about
party
it,
and like all it's all gonna be a blast. And
the more I'm thinking about it, the more excited I'm getting.
yeah,
So
yeah.
marriage.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. Anyways,
So yeah, that
Right.
wraps it up. Let's talk about that No Mansky.
no
Yeah,
Mansky.
your game.
That game
That game.
came out. called No Man's Sky. For those of you who don't know what the fuck that is, it is a PS4 game and recently got released on PC yesterday.
Yep.
So basically, the gist of the game is that it is a space survival / exploration game.
A lot of resource management.
Set you set in
I
a
heard
like
it's-
it's set in a procedurally generated universe consisting of over 18 quintillion planets.
I heard it's universal like Minecraft.
It's pretty much Minecraft in space, except that you don't really build buildings or shit like that, but you do craft items to help you
Gather more
improve your weapons, spaceship, and your exosuit, your spacesuit.
Right.
So the main point of the game is to get to the center of the universe.
Mhm.
What's at the center of the universe? No one fucking knows, or maybe at least one person knows.
I'm sure someone's beaten it already.
Yeah, the devs know,
The devs know,
It's
yes.
nothing.
and the friends of the devs know.
So you start out crash landed on a planet that's on the outside of the universe, and you're like a couple billion light years away from the center. So basically, the first mission of the game, you have to rebuild a spaceship and take off from there.
I heard something about like a warp drive that you have to build too.
Yeah, you have to build a
like,
hyperdrive in
Yeah.
order to move from solar system to solar system.
I heard they're interesting animals.
There are. There's some freaky little fuckers that I found.
I heard that there's dinosaurs with very small wings that flap around in the sky sometimes.
All right, so I did not see any
Dragonite?
dinosaurs that have very small wings.
I definitely
Yeah.
saw. I definitely saw a video of that.
There are planets that have no life at all. There are planets that are just teeming with life.
Are there other like? Have you encountered any other players?
No.
No.
It's hard to
It's
say.
statistically it was supposed to be impossible,
It's happened already. I
but
saw
supposedly it's happened. Yet the players cannot see each other.
Really?
yeah, but they
Why
like
can't
can
they see
discover.
them?
They can be marked as discovering spots. and
Right, like
stuff.
they were in the same solar system on the same planet,
Yeah,
but they did
might
not
be
see
there
each other.
together, Yeah, like that alone is like statistically hard to do for
Yeah.
that game. So
And I have not come across anything that has been discovered by another player.
Okay.
So everything I come across, I discover and I rename it. Like I rename.
Have you come up with any
Nice.
awesome names?
I
Ball
renamed.
juggler.
I renamed a whole solar system after Nicolas Cage,
I want you.
and each of the planets are named after one of his movies.
Oh man, I would definitely do that.
And I did one. I did one called Doritos, and I just kept listing Doritos flavors. One was like Cooler Ranch Planet. There was Nacho Cheese Planet.
Coffee Dorito planet.
Yeah.
Salted coffee
Cheeseburger,
Dorito.
late night cheeseburger.
It's a very chill game.
Mhm.
It's it's a good game to smoke a bowl with
Yeah,
and just kind of
kind of
fly around and mine resources and just find weird aliens and learn alien language life. There's 4 races in the game. And you
Okay.
can learn their languages and you can talk to them. They're on like space stations.
Oh, like there's NPCs in the game.
yeah,
like-
NPCs, yeah. There's not a whole lot. I kind of wish there were more alien races.
So did they give you like side missions and
Yeah.
main missions? Is it like an open worldy kind of deal that way?
It's all open world.
So-
They do little to guide you. There's this I guess a race called the Atlas.
hmm
And basically it's this weird, mysterious red blob. It's the that weird pyramid fucker on the cover art. I
Okay.
don't know if you've seen it.
Yeah.
I thought that there was just a guy looking out into the landscape.
It was the
Yeah.
guy looking out into the landscape, and
Oh.
then there's like alien, like creatures and shit. But like on the
I-
top, there's that weird pyramid thing, that red orb in the center.
Yeah, I know.
I kind of know what you're talking about, but
That's like the Atlas station.
Okay.
So basically, that's
So
kind of.
it's like all-seeing eye kind of thing, or it's or like
I don't really know.
they watch over everything.
I
or-
actually just got to the Atlas interface this morning,
Okay.
and it's pretty much what the main story is.
Okay.
And there is lore to that main story, plus there is lore to all the alien species.
Mm-hmm.
But for the most part, it's kind of like make up your own story as you go.
Mhm.
Okay.
So, my question is: have you read up on anything? Do they plan to expand more content?
Yes. In the future, they plan to implement base building.
Is it going to be free or you got to pay?
I don't know.
I think they said it was
I
free.
think it might be
updates.
free. Yeah.
I like that.
I think
free
just
content.
just like patching. It's like
Yeah,
constant
nice.
patching. So I
At a time that stops, though.
So
As-
how about the enemies? That's what I'm curious about. Like, is there a lot of like
Yeah,
space
yeah.
cops or
Do you fight
So-
monsters or just monsters? Or?
in
do
the
monsters attack you? Are there peaceful enemies or?
so far what I've
Like, I
encountered,
use
there's
them
some hostile creatures on the planets.
They
There's
just
these-
attack you
these
as soon
are-
as you show up.
There's these annoying little fucking crab fuckers
They eat you?
that just like beat the shit out of me.
They beat you.
They're really annoying. I fucking hate them. But there are space cops called Sentinels. So basically, if you do too much of a certain thing, like if you kill like a shit ton of creatures on the planet, or if you mine too many
Yeah, they're like, "You're
resources,
fucking our shit up. We
Oh,
got
so
they'll
this
start
guy."
to come
they're
after you.
environmental police, huh?
So you
Okay.
have like a warning.
So it's like GTA.
You have like a
where,
Natural
GTA
resource
warning
stuff.
Star
system.
level,
So the
yeah.
more it goes up, the more Sentinels come after you and different
Okay.
types.
Can we cheat and get rocket launchers and then you bring in the helicopters? We kill them all.
I wish. But yeah, also the Sentinel like tolerance level varies from planet to planet.
Mhm.
So I like the past couple planets that I've been on, they've been aggressive. Like you could
Okay.
just walk around and they'll fucking start shit with you.
Like just shooting.
They'll
at
just
you,
start
or-
shooting at you. They'll be like, "Get the fuck off this planet."
Mhm.
And I'm like, "All right, fine." I don't want to fight because honestly the shooting mechanics are not that great.
Okay.
Or are you
It's
just
not-
not
it's-
that good?
It's not. It's not a shooter.
all right.
So some of the mechanics could be better. The inventory is kind of clunky.
Hmm.
The way you have to manage your resources is kind of annoying. You have
So they need to work on those
So-
menus.
they need to work on
Oh,
the
no.
menus. They need to work on adding more content because honestly, I've played about maybe 10 hours so far,
Wow.
and it's starting to show signs of repetitiveness and emptiness,
I
and
don't-
it's starting to wane.
I don't want to temper your expectations, but as you know, we were talking about this earlier, and I said I saw a couple of internet, YouTube meme kind of clip videos. People reviewing it, making jokes, being funny guy, and the one guy was called Video Game Donkey, and his end all to be all was exactly what you just said, and that the game kind of just does that, and that it loses interest because of it. He says that it's a good concept to begin with, but because it's so vast, it becomes bad. And he compared it to games like Mario and like Zelda and things where like you are fixed, so everything in this fixed area is interesting and involving and engaging to you
Mhm.
in a game. And so he says like you kind of like lose any type of concept of that at all. So like things stop becoming engaging and new and cool and like
I would think like each individual planet has its own kind of story to tell. Like it has different color palettes for like the
Maybe.
sand or the
It does, but it's
different enemies,
kind of
different sentinels, different numbers of
it's
sentinels.
only
kind of
four
all
stations.
it's kind of all the same thing, but
Yeah.
just a little bit
randomly
different.
generated.
Yeah, because it's not varied enough to where it keeps it fresh and
Right.
exciting. It's just kind of
It's not
it's the same thing, but now that there's trees on this one, or
Yeah, it's like, oh, this mushroom color is different than the other one.
right.
Oh, mushrooms. Oh,
They're giant mushrooms.
cool.
Yeah.
They glow. That's the cool part.
So it's not a bad game,
Yeah, I mean,
but it's also not a great game. It's just there. It definitely improve in the future, and I hope it does.
Mhm.
I like the
Also,
concept.
this game was made by 14 people,
Right.
which is and that's a crazy feat
Mhm.
that they did. It's like created 18 quintillion planets
Yeah.
I wish they would have hired more people.
and created a whole mathematical algorithm
Right.
for
To
different
not have
planets
anything
and
repeat,
creatures and
yeah.
trees and try to not have anything repeat. I've seen maybe a few repeats here and there,
Mhm.
but I don't know. Like
So like, what's your like score? If you had to score,
If I
it?
had
How
to
many
score
coffee
it?
cups?
or let's say out of 10 coffee cups,
Okay.
I'd give it a 6. Give it a 6.
Okay.
Very respectable.
It's definitely not a game for everyone.
Yeah, I didn't think I would like it.
It's what I wanted for a
Hey.
while. I've wanted a chill game for quite some time, and this is scratching that itch. But it's getting to the point where I'm like, well, something else needs to happen,
Right.
or I'm just gonna lose interest.
Hey, join Overwatch.
That might be a topic for another time.
All right.
I mean, the
Yeah.
next one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah. Why not?
So anyways,
Yeah.
that about wraps it up. This was another episode of Salted Coffee Podcast.
Episode 13.
Oh yeah.
You can follow us on Twitter. We're at Salted Coffee Pod. Follow us on Instagram, Salted Coffee Podcast. Facebook, same thing.
Again, yeah.
You can email us if you have questions, comments. Let us know how we're doing. We're at saltedcoffeepodcast@gmail.com. You can follow me personally at Koenig Designs on Twitter. Follow Devon at Hunkalicious Rex.
Mm-hmm.
And
It's a great name.
I think that's it. Covered everything, right?
Yep.
Cool.
Ska Music on Facebook.
And Tommy manages a ska page.
Yeah, about ska music.
What is it called?
Ska music. I think it's ska music room.
Ska Music Room.
Yeah.
There you go.
Seek it out.
Do it up.
All right.
But it's actually ska music,
You
I
won't.
think.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right.
All
So
right.
Well, thanks for listening, and we will see you guys. Well, we're not going to see you at all because it's a podcast. But and you won't see us either because, again, it's a podcast.
It's like
Yeah.
No Man's Sky.
Till next week.
Anyways,
Adios.
bye.